next. It's a series that began 83 years ago, back when it was the Cleveland Rams. Can the Giants get their 8th win in the last 10 against LA? Find out next on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Jennings now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 79 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. For Cam Newton, the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's it, baby.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Newton. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. Give him 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Stafford. Gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. On 2nd down at 4, Newton. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Saquon Barkley running right. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Back to throw, Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The L.A. defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Stafford on target to Woods. First down, L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Fighting, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Afadi Adenabo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Newton. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. This is caught. Well, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Newton now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. To the air again, Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Micah Kiser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Again, Newton to keep it.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Here's Newton. To Barkley on the check down. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, Slayton. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Throwing is Stafford. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This is Bawden. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drop.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Cam on the option. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, there you go from red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? Driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell. Coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Funk. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Borden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
On second down now, Funk. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
72 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Newton. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford.
He'll get this to Jake Funk out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
10 more there and another first down. To the air again, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
Jacob Harris
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On first down, Funk. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Afadi Adenabo in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. He's still barreling through. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Connects with Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was a safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Cam to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles.